All right, coming in hot, 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 coming in hot with some house sauerkraut and hot dogs and some bratwurst and some Jaeger schnitzel. Dave Tyberski here live at the PKRA Beetle Kitesurf World Cup here in Germany, the beautiful North Sea. Classic conditions here, pretty windy. We've got about 20 knots out on the water right now. Guys are riding 7 and 8 meter kites, and we are in heat number 8 of our first round of the single eliminations with Paul Serran versus Patrick Blanc from Spain. So we got France versus Spain, and that's the buzzer. I apologize for coming on right at the buzzer there, but we've been working our hard to get everything up and running here. As you know, we've got lots of challenges that we face every event to bring this broadcast to you live. So thanks for bearing with us. And we seem to be up and running right now. So welcome. Thanks for joining us. And stay tuned for a lot of action because we've got a lot of heats to get through today. We've already seen 7 heats completed. That was just heat 8 right there. Actually, we've got 8 done. In the first heat, we had Permian versus Tack, Christoph Tack advancing. In heat number 2, we had Morales versus Rodwald with the German Mario Rodwald, our wild card, one of our wild cards here at this event, advancing through that heat number 2. In heat number 3, we had Ariel Corniel advancing over Brill. And in heat number 4, Renaud Remu advancing over Rick Jensen, a German competitor. And then in heat number 5, the young Jono Schulte advancing over Alvaro Onieva, who has come back from kind of sabbatical. And it's his first event in quite some time now. He's got a new board brand that he is pimping here called Clash. So welcome back to Alvaro Onieva. Hopefully we'll see him in the doubles moving forward from his prior result in the first round. Then we had heat number 6. We had Wesh advancing over Vandermeij. And heat number 7, we had Vanderkup advancing over Idazio de Silva, one of our Brazilian riders, which is pretty impressive. I guess that was a pretty impressive heat. And then lastly, we had Serran versus Blanc in that last heat, and I'm not sure who actually took that one home, but if you're checking out the live scoring system, we should have some results up there for you. So hit refresh, and hopefully we've got some results right there. It looks like we have Patrick Blanc advancing over the Paul Serran from France. So congratulations, Mr. Blanc from Spain. He'll be advancing. So those earlier rounds, we had heat number 5, Schulte versus Onieva, that I mentioned, being one of the closest heats of the day. So those guys had a pretty good contest. So as I mentioned, I think we're going to see Alvaro kind of inching his way up the ladder, hopefully for him in the second round. But in the meantime, we've got heat number 9 coming on deck with Stefan Spiesberger, our Austrian competitor, versus Christoph Tack. So the heat is on, green flag is up, and we are live. So both those guys just hammering through one of the hammering out a trick right at the buzzer. But if you guys have some friends in Germany, unfortunately we've been blocked from broadcasting these live the live stream in Germany. So if you've got some friends who are trying to watch the action that's happening here in Germany, unfortunately they're going to have to download an IP blocker and stick it to the man. And they can download Hotspot Shield, which is a free download, and it's pretty simple. Just search Hotspot Shield, and you can download that, and you'll be able to watch other cool things like Hulu and anything, any other websites that your country seems to want to block for some reason. So unfortunately, we were streaming to Ustream yesterday as well for those folks in Germany, but today we are bailing on that because of heavy advertising from one of our competing sponsors. So this is the Beetle World Cup. As I mentioned, I'm here live in the mobile studio, the VW transporter van. That is quite a comfortable studio for me here beachside, as we've got about 14 degrees, 15 degrees outside or less, and 20 knot winds. So it is a little brisk. We've had some drizzle throughout the week, throughout the day. But right now it is not raining, but it's raining massive tricks on the water, as we just saw from Christoph right there, but a little butt check. So as that is Stefan Spaceberger right there. Actually, that could be Christoph. It is hard to kind of see from here. You've got pretty low light conditions, as you can see on the screen, but we've got yeah, that is Christoph right there, crashing right there. Christoph Tacken, that is Stefan Spiesberger right there coming in with a nice front blind, but a little butt check. You can see we've got massive tides here on the North Sea. I'm not sure how big they are. It's just the beach is quite flat, so the water line moves hundreds of meters throughout the tide cycle. So we are in a mobile judging unit with a generator, as well as our mobile studio here in the VW mobile live stream unit here. And so we are having to take breaks occasionally to move closer to the water as it recedes, and move back away from the water as the tide comes up. Oh, front blind mob from Mr. Spiesberger. That's what he was looking for. But you can see there's a little pond starting to form on the inside of that flat water. Little sandbar out there kind of protecting it. Christoph's taking advantage of it. Sick little mob on the outside from Spaceberger. Christoph throwing something on the outside. Stefan is coming in to take advantage of that cleaner water there. We had some pretty gnarly conditions earlier in the week. I think it was day 2, maybe day 3 actually, that was quite impressive display of Mother Nature with a lot of wind and rain. We had gusts in the 40s and some spectacular action and kite loops that were happening by a few of our riders. A lot of the riders were kind of gun shy because it was pretty extreme conditions, and we did kind of abandon some of the heats just due to kind of the extreme conditions and the fact that nice Mob 5 from Christoph there. But yeah, we had to abandon the event site because it was largely underwater, but we have been able to recover without problems. And a Mob 5 from Stefan. So coming up after this heat, we're going to have Alberto Rondina versus Mario Rodwald. Super Mario here in front of his home country. Pretty much a celebrity here, as Germany is definitely one of those countries that is pretty fanatical about their wind sports. Smooth. Nice execution from our competitor from Austria, Stefan Spiesberger. We were able to broadcast a little bit of our trials yesterday before we had to sign off for the day. But, yeah, there's some pretty impressive German riders kind of making it into the main event, as we had a huge number of registered riders competing in the trials to get through into the main event. And 7 of them were successful, but there was definitely a lot more that weren't. So if you are just joining us, we are smack dab live in the middle of the Beetle Kitesurf World Cup from St. Peter Ording, Germany, on the lovely North Sea here in the beautiful seaside resort of St. Peter Ording. Winds are about 20 knots. Got riders on 8-meter kites, some dropping down to 7. That's Christoph Tack right there, taking off his boots. And that's the end of the heat. So these guys, it was a pretty tight heat from Mr. Spiesberger and Mr. Tack. And I'm sure we're going to see more close heats as we progress throughout the day. So coming up next is Alberto Rondina versus Mario Rodwald. So stick around. We'll be back in a few short moments to check out the action. So stick around. Some shots of some warmer temps and sunnier skies here in Germany, but it's sunny inside here and quite warm inside the VW mobile unit here. I'm sitting here, you can see in my little spacious studio. It's pretty nice, and yeah, I've got the crew of riders here in the lee as I'm blocking the wind, and the crew on the beach is basically standing right next to me. Luckily the windows are tinted, but it is starting to rain here in Germany, and it's starting to rain massive tricks as well. And that is one right there from, I think that was Mr. Rodwald. Actually, that might be Albie, but we are in heat number 10. Alberto Rondina versus Mario Rodwald on the water right now. Here in this heat number 10 of the single elimination. That is at Mario right there on the upwind side of the course right there on that Blue North kite. Throwing a nice, I think that was a slim chance. It was kind of far. But that's Albie coming in right there. Alberto Rondina from Italy. Pretty much on fire here this year. The nice back mob. Kite low, well executed, good speed. So these guys, as you may know or may not know, have 12 trick attempts that they're allowed in their 7-minute heat. And they are scored on the best of those Best 7 of those tricks, with the highest score and the lowest score dropped in the average of the two. Oh, and Albie, I'm not sure. He just came from out of frame right there, but I'm not sure if he did a kite loop or something, but he came in pretty hot. If you can see down the right hand or the left hand side of your screen, if you're watching in the PKRA web viewer, you should be seeing some live scores coming in from our judges' tablets as they're being calculated. And you can, it's probably a bit of a delay, but you can see some of those. That looks like an Albie with a nice NIS, non-inverted slim chance. See what Mario's got for us on the way out. Alberto showing he's got a solid mob on his tack going out as well. Judges are going to like that. Mario with a nice blind judge 3 coming in. So following this heat, we've got Liam Whaley versus Ariel Corniel. So we've got little Liam Whaley, 15-year-old from Tarifa, Spain, versus Ariel Corniel, one of our Dominican riders now living in Fuerteventura, Canary Islands. Albie front blind mob, sticking it. Judges are going to like that. Kite nice and low. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind falling here, or I'm sorry, not the wind, but the rain falling here. But it is it's pretty rainy right now. We did see during day 3 when we had those extreme winds, we did have quite a bit of rain, and the riders were complaining that they couldn't see anything. So yeah, we did have to cancel those heats because it does get dangerous if the riders are not able to see clearly when they're out doing their tricks. But see if we can get our lens cleaned up a bit, as we've got our cameraman braving the conditions here for the viewing pleasure of you guys at home. So if you're just joining us, definitely let your friends know if they're interested that we're live broadcasting here and on YouTube. If you're in Germany, you're going to have to download an IP blocker like Hotspot Shield, or there's various ones, but Hotspot Shield's a free download. And just load it up, and you'll be able to see all the action here if you're in Germany. So definitely for your German friends, hopefully everyone seeing the tweets and the Facebook messages that our media manager is sending out. But if you are one of the doing pretty well, couple hiccups, but maybe we might need to drop down to a lower resolution so we can stream it a little bit better quality for the people at home. So we'll keep you posted on that. We might have to break the stream here for a sec just to accommodate that change, so we can stream a little bit more smoothly for you guys watching at home. But that's the end of the heat. So I think we're gonna do that, you guys. I'm gonna try and break the stream real quick and drop down to a lower speed and see if we can get a smoother transmission for you guys watching at home, so you can see the action as it's happening. But as you see, I've got Mr. Aaron Hadlow here in the booth, and we've got plenty of action on tap as we are progressing through the rounds and into the third round of the men's single elimination. So we're going to take a real quick break. You might need to hit your refresh when we come back, but do stick around. We'll be right back here live from the Beetle Kitesurf World Cup. I'm Dave Taberski here with Aaron Hadlow, and we'll be back to you in just a quick few minutes. Stick around.